What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back with another daily trade review. We are reviewing trades for Green Day today. It was green, but I will have to write it off as not being very good. We did take some good trades today. I will not say that I didn't take some good trades, but we had a couple of errors today that we got away with. It didn't really hurt us as bad as it could have. And then we just got out of some trades that we didn't need to, primarily in our main account. And we only traded the SPY today. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up the thumbnail watch list. You'll see just how thin it was. Two stocks on there today, in addition to the markets. We had BABA, which we didn't get a trade on. And then we had COGT. COGT, we traded in our main account. We took a stock trade in the main account, and we took a options play in the main account. Options play is still open. The stock trade we got out of. So what we'll do, I want to go ahead and review the trades for the small account. I think we took 4 trades. And then we'll look at this COGT trade, and you'll see what I'm talking about on that one. So let's go ahead. Let's pull up the TRADERVUE. We're reviewing trades for Friday, June 10th. Took 4 trades today. Closed P&L $96 on the day. First trade, small green trade, $3. Second trade, nice, 110 target. Third trade, $25 loss. And then the fourth trade, small green trade, $8, which gave us our closed P&L on the day. But let's go ahead, let's get the charts pulled up. Boom. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, if you would do so right now, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It doesn't cost you a thing. Once you subscribe, go ahead, hit that notification bell, click all, and that way you will be notified anytime I make these videos. But let's go ahead. Let's get reviewing these trades. First trade. We took almost right at market open, 934. See what we were seeing at 934. Boom. Boom. What do you see there? This big old gigantic red candle came down. We got in as it closed. Took one contract. The play on this one was get in at the low if it broke the low. It did. So it triggered us in. One contract, stop is going to be up here. Playing this to go down. That's money. You look at that, that is money. Or maybe not. Take a look over here, right here, where our watch list, or not, yeah, our puts watch list. The first one that you see, it has a C in there. That's calls. Let's go back to TRADERVUE real quick. First trade of the morning, 934. June 10, $400 call. We bought a call when we should have been buying a put. should have been buying a put and we bought a call. Let's go back to the charts. We got out of this trade at 938. Let's see where 938 is at. Boom. 38. When this thing started going up, because again, I'm good with it going up. I got my stop way up here. I'm good with that. This is a 2-minute low entry. So I know I'm going to possibly get some pullback, but we got the stop way up there. When this started going this way and the trade started going in the green, I was like, up, let me look. Yep, I have a call. Oops, let me get out of this trade. So luckily it was not a trade like, let's say, a 3-bar play where it would have just triggered and went, or a breakout where it's just consolidating and then it finally goes, like those ones that I've talked about that's like building up pressure in a pipe. This was one that I expected to get some pullback on. I expected it. It was expected. That's why I only bought one contract, so that I can give it good room. So when it started pulling back and it started putting me in the green, I was like, not good. I done made a mistake. Let me get out of it. Got out of it, and I made $3. You would say no harm, no foul. Nah, I don't see it that way. I need to, and I've done this before. I need to pay more attention to detail. Let's go back over to the thumbnail watch list real quick. So this is what I'm looking at when I'm buying my contracts in the morning. This is how my screen looks. I got my watch list here. I got my options chains here. So what happened is I scrolled down. I found the one that I wanted. So these here are all jacked up because let's go with the 13th. There we go. This will give you some good numbers. So I'm looking. Let's say that's the contract I want to buy right there. Delta of 26. This is the call side. This is the put side. I just came in, right clicked and said, drop it over here in the puts. So calls, puts. Didn't get over here where I needed to be at. And then on that side, I would have been up here buying this one because it got 6,000 open interest. So that was the error I made on that one. But caught it in time to where it didn't bite me too bad. But look, it was money. It was money. Money, 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 money. But get out of it, regroup, and let's take another trade. And we took that one at 951. Let's find 951. It's that candle right there. All right, so we're looking at that one, and this one we bought 2 contracts. This one we did buy 2 contracts. It's getting in a little early. Some people might say a little late because possibly could have got in right here. But, and again, I probably did try to get in right there. Problem I have been having lately is when I go to buy on the ask and these things are running, by the time I hit that button and Thinkorswim having a little bit of lag in it, it can miss my entry. And once it does that, now I'm kind of chasing my entry down this thing, kind of chasing it down. So that's why we possibly could be in down this late. But getting in right here, we know first target is going to be right there. First target's going to be right there. Let's look at this real quick. So we got in at 393.73. First target 393.05. So we're making about 75 cents move. So that's decent. That's decent enough to be able to move our stop to break even if we wanted to. But it went down, did exactly what we thought, caught resistance, looking to the left, as Beyonce says, to the left, to the left. But then it broke past that, and bam, it was money. It was money. And the reason that it was money was once it got past this point right here to the left, it was nothing there. So it just tanked out. And we got out of this one at 10:04. Let's see where 10:04 was at. That candle right there. As it was pulling back up. As it was pulling back up. Some people will ask, like, why did you get out right there? I got what I wanted out of the trade. Made $110 on this trade. Possibly could have got back in right here after this little shallow pullback, but that's a shallow pullback. Other reason to get out right there is look how far it is from the moving average, or the VWAP. Jarrett would always say that that's as far away from the moving average. You need it to kind of pull back over there to the, let this act as a magnet and pull it back. It did it down here. But that was the other reason. Far away from the moving average. But let's take a look at this next trade. Look at our third trade of the morning. We got in this one at 10:22. 10:22. Bam. Even further away from the moving average, or from the VWAP. Not a good entry. Not a good entry at all. We donated $25 on this trade. Stopped out 10 minutes later, 10:32. Right there. No pattern. There was no pattern. So no real place to put a stop. Let's look at it on the 5-minute real quick. 5 minutes not showing anything different. Actually got a bottoming tail right there that's like telling you do not take this trade. Little indecision candle right there. So no pattern. Again, far away from the VWAP. Very far away from the VWAP. So bad trade. Donation. Donations. This dude on YouTube I be watching. Gifts, donations. That was a donation. And then our last trade of the morning in the small account. Keep this set to 5 minutes for the time being. We got in this one at 10:59. 10:59. 10:59. That's right there. That is right there on the chart. Let me go back to the 2-minute real quick. Let's see what it looks like on the 2-minute. No. I'll say it again. No. Even on this pullback, I would not want to be getting in right here. Look at all of this junk to the left. Nothing is clean. Nothing is sequential. Nothing is a bunch of topping tails. It's a lot of junk. It is a lot of junk. Let's look at it on the 5-minute. Let's go back to the 5. 5 gives a somewhat different picture. And I say somewhat only because look at the topping tail. So here, getting in on the 5-minute right there is a good entry. There is a decent entry. First target, and you could play it down to here. Let's look right here. So entry right here. That's 391.75. First target, 391.09. That's 75 cents. like the other one was. So almost getting your dollar out of that. Almost getting the dollar out of that on the first target. Second target is going to give you that extra move to where we be making $100 on those two contracts. So entry here is good. Issue has been, again, like I said, when we buy the bid, sometimes we'll miss getting in the trade and we'll chase that thing down. We'll chase it down. Now, getting in way down here, now the stop needs to be like right here. Can't put the stop way up there because we're going to lose a whole lot of money if it goes all the way back up there. So one thing that I am thinking about doing on Monday, thinking about doing this. And if you watch Live Traders, Jared over at Live Traders, he does a weekly lecture on Wednesdays. Check it out. Check it out. His lecture this week speaks to exactly what I'm about to say on this and when we go to review COGT trade that I did in my main account. Trade your plan. Trade your plan. Trade what's in your plan. If you want to make changes, back test it. And then don't do it in the middle of the month. Don't do it like start fresh and then back test it. But one thing that I want to do is buy market. And I know they say don't ever buy market. Don't ever buy market. But I think I might take one contract Monday, and it will probably be a small contract, probably relatively low delta, just to see what kind of feel I can get. Can't really do that in the simulator because it's not going to be real time. But if I could possibly buy a very small delta contract and just see what kind of feels I'll get. So thinking about doing that, but that's one of the reasons that you see a lot of times where I say I'm supposed to got in there, but you'll see my entry way down here because I'm chasing it. Best thing to do is just let that trade go without me. But we got in right there, got out of this one at 11:08. 11:08. I got out of this one for two reasons. Got out for two reasons. One, I didn't like the price action. I didn't like the movement of the stock. I was looking over here thinking, okay, this is going to bounce and possibly go back higher. I was leaving. I was stepping away from the computer. I didn't want to leave my bracket set, knowing that the possibility of this thing turning and coming back up and stopping me out. And like I said, I would have had to have the stop right here. Bam, it would have came up and stopped me out before it even got anywhere close to getting down near where my target would have been at. So I just went on, got out of this one, made $8, called it a day. That was it. We'll regroup on Monday and go from there. But those were our 4 trades in the small account. And then, like I said, I do want to review this COGT trade. So if y'all don't mind, let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at that one. I got the numbers pulled up over here and we'll kind of walk through. And we took this on the 2-minute chart. We got in this trade at 10:09. Let's see where 10:09 was at. Let's see if this was a good trade. And I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to walk you through the mindset of look around on this trade. So let's do this first. Bam. We see COGT had gapped up from $5 up to $6.50 this morning. And it opened right at the VWAP, made this nice move up to an area that we had marked on the chart. It pulled back, it broke that area, and it just kept setting basically even highs right back down to that area. So what I did was I took this red candle here, highlighted it. It told me that the range of that candle was 37 cents with a high of 8.57. So rounded it up to 40-cent stop. So I said, okay, I have a 40-cent stop. I want to risk $50 on this trade. So to tell me how many shares I need, I'll hit the calendar, or not the calendar, calculator. I'll say 50. That's my risk. I'm going to divide that by 40 cent stop. That tells me I need to buy 125 shares. So I need to buy 125 shares. Come back over here. This candle here was 8.59 was the high of it. So when this thing broke 8.59, I wanted to be in the trade. I got in this trade at $8.58.9. So 8.589. That's when it triggered me in. Stop is down here. So 40-cent stop. So let's round it up to $8.60. So 2 to 1. We need this thing to go $9.40. $9.40. Again, stop is down here. We see that this never came anywhere near our stop. And let's see where $9.40 was at. $9.40 right there. So let's come on over. Right there. 1106. We're hitting target. Right? 1106. We're going to hit our target. That's $100. We just made $100 on that trade. Textbook. That's textbook. Nice little, like a, call it almost a flat top breakout. That's probably what I would call it. Because it's not a flag, but flat top breakout, putting the stop below lowest point of that little breakout. Excellent. Never came anywhere near it. Target hit about 30 minutes later. But where did we get out of this one at? We got out of this one at 10.13. See where 10.13 is at. 10.13 and 55 seconds. So I'm going to come down here a little ways in that candle. Bam. Somewhere is about right there is where we got out of that trade at. And we made right at $7 on that trade. We made right at $7 on that trade instead of keeping our stop where it's supposed to be, knowing our risk is defined. It's a defined risk. We're going to risk $50 in the main account on a stock trade to make $100. And that is exactly what this thing would have done. Exactly what it would have done a little under an hour later. And then we see it went even further. It made a whole nother dollar move. But at that point, we would have gotten what we wanted out of the trade. But this is what Jared over at Live Traders was speaking about this week in his lecture. This is exactly what he was speaking about in his lecture. Trading your plan. On my desk, I have a mouse pad. It says, write your plan, execute your plan, follow your plan. It's your plan. And I'll have this mouse pad on Etsy probably this weekend. I'm looking to get some items on my Etsy page. But that's what it says. And you can say it two ways. You can say write, execute, follow your plan. it's your plan, or write your plan, execute your plan, follow your plan. Either way, follow your plan. I did not do that on this trade today. I did not do that the other day when I didn't take my stop and I lost like 5 times my risk. So it is important not to just have a plan, but to trade the plan. That plan should tell you the patterns that you're looking for, your entries, your stops, your risk, the times a day that you're going to be trading, which I have gotten away from. So next week, I look to trade my plan. I look to trade from 9:30 till 11:30. That's what's in my plan. Now, if I want to change my plan, then I need to change the plan. But what's in the plan is what I need to be going by. Because if you follow your plan, you'll make money. I have found that to be the case. When I get away from my plan, I lose money. There's times I'll go, especially in my main account, I'll step up and instead of buying like 4 options, because normally I buy a few more options because the risk is more in that account. Instead of buying the like 4, I might buy 7 or 8 and be like, all right, I need to kind of accelerate this trade. And then it goes against me. Same thing that he talked about in the lecture, where he made some changes in his plan and the market, Murphy, was like, okay, you think you're going to outsmart your plan? Nope. We going to show you who the boss. So hope this recap was educational. As always, hit that like button if it was. And we are going to wrap this one up. We'll be back at it next week. Hope y'all have a good weekend. And we'll see you again next time. Peace.